flow with a capital F, the concept of flow, this idea of total utter absorption in what you're doing, right at the balance between what you're capable of doing and a little bit beyond that. This psychological concept of flow, being in the zone, athletes call it. I mean, all of us have had this experience, whether or not you knew that was called flow, that doesn't matter. You've had something you've done, you've had this experience. And, I think letting go plays a huge part of that. I mean, first of all, like you have to, there is a kind of surrender that has to happen in order to get to even set the conditions for a flow state. Surrendering to the experience, to the time, to the it's often a very experimental state, like, okay, I'm going to do this thing and I'm going to see what happens, and I'm very utterly absorbed in the seeing of what is happening, and as it's happening I continue to be absorbed in it, and I'm not getting stuck on the things that I can't do, and because if I do, then that's like my mind coming in and controlling it. So there's a lot of letting go happening, kind of, I would say, moment by moment. And maybe it's not letting go, it's more like being very fluid, very the ability to go with an impulse or something. So letting go, I mean, you'll never get into flow if you're fixated on controlling things, because that's too much mind, that's too much critical, deliberate, like critical thinking and analyzing, and you're not, it's got to be like the balance of those two, kind of right at the point where there's a little tiny bit of that but not too much, otherwise you'll pop out of flow. And then this other idea of just like letting things happen, letting things go as they come up, trying something new. Okay, that didn't work, try this, try that. And for me, that happens in a lot of times when I'm practicing guitar and I'm doing self-recording. So I'm taking a little snippet of something I'm working on and I'm recording it, and then I'm listening back and, oh, I'm going to work on this, and I get into this flow state with recording something, playing something, recording it, listening back, thinking how I'm going to change it, trying that, recording it, listening back. It's like this iterative process. So I think there's a lot of letting go in flow. And is there a way, maybe now that I'm talking about flow and letting go, is there a way in which by letting go of some things you can get yourself into a flow state even more?